It is a political year, but y'all may have heard about some hurricane that wiped through here a couple weeks ago. So the truth is, it's been very trying, I know, for everybody. And about 2 weeks ago, I was glued to the Weather Channel site, and I kept watching it and watching it and watching it, and thinking it's going to turn, it's going to turn. It didn't, as we all know. So these are the images that we were all familiar with, but unfortunately now we're familiar with a whole different set of images of our great city, none of which I'm going to show tonight because quite honestly it's a little too close to the present. So maybe next time we have this event we'll show some of the images and we'll reminisce about the gala that almost wasn't. But one thing that is fortunate is I've received so many wonderful emails and calls from other AIGA chapters around the United States, and it is great to know that we have their support should we need it. There is actually formal AIGA initiatives in place, such as Displaced Designer. This is an AIGA initiative that started after Hurricane Katrina, so it's nice to know that had we needed it, should we need it, it's still here at our disposal, so definitely go check that out. And certainly if any of you here tonight need our help, please feel free to speak up. So, I probably will spend quite a bit of time tonight saying thanks. I think you will hear the word thank you come out quite a bit. So really, I want to start first with all of you. I think especially the fact since so many people, even in this room, still almost 2 weeks later, do not have power in their homes or their businesses. Unfortunately, it's just a great testament that you actually came tonight. And I'm very grateful that you came to show your support of AIGA, your support of design in Houston, and your support for our honorees tonight. So with that, I can't thank you all enough. I think just by being here, I really can't say how appreciative I am and how we greatly appreciate seeing you here tonight. So again, thank you all for coming. As you know, this evening and much evenings, AIG evenings like this cannot be possible without the support of many, many great people. So I do need to recognize our premier sponsors, Earth Color Houston and Earth Color, who are both here tonight. So the wonderful program keepsakes that you see on your tables and the wonderful invitations that you received in the mail are there doing. As well as Page International. We seem to have lost a few of our Page folks, but I want to thank you again so greatly for your support. It means so much that you have all come here tonight and to see you here. And finally, we also have some corporate sponsors, so both Rigsby Hull in the table right here, Brand Extract right there in the middle, as well as Pat Hogan and Fred Corge have immensely gone above and beyond the call of duty to show their support. So thank you again. And also, Savage Hines, as well as Image Set, provided additional support, and Savage may not know yet how much support they provided just as of yet. Wait till you see my timesheets. So really, there is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that goes into an event like this, and we really do appreciate all these people. There is also a few more individuals I need to thank. So we have several of our AIJ Houston board members here. We have some great volunteers. We are all back there in the corner, so I hope you definitely say thanks to everyone. Thanks as well to John Liu, who put together a wonderful video presentations this evening, and Robin Parrish, who helped tirelessly with the programs. And Lauren and Jeff, thank you as well for your additional support tonight. I greatly appreciate it. So, having said that, I'm going to move forward to the presentation portion of the evening. I think that one thing that we can all agree upon in this time that we're in right now, it's important to still take time to pause and celebrate everything about this profession, about this industry, and it's important to do that. And especially important when you think about the contribution of our honorees tonight. So if I may give a little bit of a background information, just a moment here, get my notes. So we actually have 2 awards that we're giving out tonight, and one of which is I'm sorry, I skipped ahead to my presentation. One thing that I did want to mention is that what we do with this money that we raise in the presentation itself is the money goes towards our education initiatives. And many of you may not be aware of what we did with the funds that we raised from our last gala. So the event last year and the students that benefited from it was an event called Design in the Fast Lane, and it was actually a regional student conference. And during that conference, there were very many of you, even some of you in this room, that helped educate students on kind of the real world insights that they need. And we also awarded scholarships at the event. So these types of events are the driving force behind some of those initiatives, because honestly, without that, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of our student initiatives. Students really are the ones that need our help the most, and they typically can't fund their own events, so they definitely need our help, and they are our future. So, all right, so now we're going to move to the awards presentation. I think it goes without saying that of the 2 awards that we're handing out tonight, the Corporate Leadership Award is actually very important to us. And those of you unfamiliar with AIGA may not know that these awards are also given out on a national level as well. So it's nice that on a local stage, we can also be part of a national platform. But the Corporate Leadership Award is actually the highest honor that we can give to a company, and it's our way of recognizing companies that integrate design into their business and understand the value of design. So it's important to us as a profession to recognize those of you and those companies, such as yourself, that have elevated design and helped us as a profession grow because you recognize how important design is. So that in itself is the essence of the Corporate Leadership Award. And of course, we're here tonight to honor Heinz for that honor. Heinz, for those of you that may not know, has been really good to Houston, and they have also been really good to Houston designers, and we are so greatly appreciative of that. Heinz has not only been part of the Houston landscape in terms of our actual physical skyscrapers, they've also been a very integral part of the Houston design landscape. So I think that it's just very appropriate and probably a little delayed that we honor you tonight for that. I think that as a company, it's important for us to recognize the high standards that you put towards not only your entire business, but the approach that you take to design as well. So I thank you very much for that. And the other award that we're giving out tonight is the Fellow Award. So on an individual basis, the Fellow Award is also the highest honor that we can give to a design leader for their contribution. When I think of a fellow, I think of someone who has I knew I was going to do that. I think of someone who has really contributed more to the community than just a body of work. And as y'all know, I do actually work at Savage, so the award has a little personal meaning as well for me. Many of you know that Savage has been an institution here in Houston for the past 35 years. I don't know if you're aware that in addition to growing a really successful company, she's also been a great family member and a friend. She's shown us that design can be really integral to business, and she's shown us how important it is to take a strategic approach to design. I think that so many here in the room who are Savage alum or have benefited from her mentorship would agree that she is very much deserving of this honor.